What helped me personally to go from $12,000 to $100,000 in 4 years. You can find a job without work authorization, I don't know your situation, or you can find a job with the work authorization. So, buttercup! Okay, let's cut the crap. I want to give you a little background why I'm initially making this video. I know that if you follow me, one of my favorite things to talk on the internet is about like poop, burp, make fun of myself, but to put it all aside, I was thinking like I really wanted to kind of like give you some value, and I was like, oh my god, like the most frequent thing that I get asked is how did I find a job after my internship? And just like a little backstory, I came 5 years from Russia to the United States as an intern, and you don't have to be smart to be an intern, like, you know, you don't have to have a huge, like, you don't have to be a medical intern, first of all, you know, like some people think like, oh my god, I need to be in medicine in order to like get some kind of internship, but it's not like intern, it's like a trainee program. And I was surprised that in Miami so many people do not know about this program. I've met maybe like 3 people, but I think this like really is a cheap way to came to the United States and to actually be legal. I actually made a video about this. Today is not about this topic, but if you want, I'll leave you the link below. First of all, I wanted to concentrate on 6 tips how to find a job if you do have a work authorization, if you're an immigrant, and if you're not very confident in your speaking skills, right? I know that as an immigrant, you may face a lot of rejection and more than a fluent speaker, right? Let you know that with the right mindset and a little bit of strategy, you can land your dream job in no time. So I based those 6 tips on what helped me personally to find my dream job and to go from making $12K per year, $12,000 to $100,000 in 4 years. By the way, my job is sales operations analyst. I've been in like the back office, I want to say, most of my life. I've been working for a lot of startups, but also I've been working on the back side in terms of like Excel, Power BI, Salesforce, especially CRM. I really love CRM. But guys, first of all, I really want to tell you that everything will be okay. You're okay. I'm so proud of you that you did make a move and move to a new country. I'm so happy for your new chapter in life. I'm so happy that you decided to take this risk in this environment where people are staying in like stable jobs and etc. and following a certain path. I'm so happy you decided to do it, and everything will be okay if you like even know right now that you don't even have like money to pay for your lunch, which happened actually to me when I was an immigrant. I'm still an immigrant, but I'll tell you about that. But I'm so happy, and I just really want to let you know if you have any kind of like troubles with finding a job, with finding a way how to make money, please let me know. And especially if you're in Miami, I know so many people who hire immigrants without a work authorization. You can leave me a comment here under my video, or you can find my email on my YouTube, and please let me know if you have any questions. You can find a job without work authorization, I don't know your situation, or you can find a job with the work authorization. I will mostly dedicate this video to people who do have work authorization, but if you do not have work authorization, my friends, I want to tell you that I've been in your situation, so many immigrants been in your situation, and what personally helped me is to move to a city like, or to be in a city like Miami, New York, LA, Chicago, where immigrants are going all the time, where you have certain like villages of nations like Russian or Serbian or Polish or Puerto Rican, you know, or like Argentinians. And trust me guys, through network you can find any job you want. Like just be prepared that probably it will be in the entertainment industry or in like the restaurants, right? Like if we're talking about Miami, there are so many jobs for immigrants who do not have work authorizations, photographers, as entertainment and hotels, as waiters at restaurants. And trust me, yes, even hotels hire people who do not have work authorization. I hope I'm not going to be banned on the internet for saying this, but I hope, I mean, it's like 21st century. It's clear that if you're a decent person, if you don't want to be like, I don't know, some kind of like prostitute or whatever, you know, you need to make a living. By the way, you can also be an assistant to a startup. I know that maybe not to the company, but to an influencer, right? Or especially if you are a freelancer, like let's say I'm not sure if you can be a freelancer on Fiverr or We Do Work, but you can teach your own language. People who do have work authorization, who moved here with like a green card. The problem with these people is they believe that their English is bad. They think that it's going to be a few steps back if they take a certain position, let's say, like they were C level, like CEO, like VP level of a company, and after that they move to another country and they're like, oh my god, I need to be somebody's assistant, or I need to be like an intern, or I need to be like not even a manager, but I have to like report to a person who is like younger than me, etc, etc. Guys, life is not fair. You did make a change in your life, you moved to another country. This is where my Russian mentality comes. Suck it up and do it anyway. If you really think that your English is not that well, go to an English school, hire a tutor, you know, write down certain words that you don't know, repeat those words, like do something about it. Don't just like complain. Fucking like so cheesy, but the first thing is to be persistent and to believe in yourself. Guys, I've seen so many people whose language is amazing, but in their head they think that their language is bad. Even me, like when I can read, I understand everything, like I live in English, I'm surrounded by English, like my boyfriend is American, like, you know, I go to job, I speak 24/7 in English, but when I hear myself on the video, I fucking cringe. Get over yourself, because it might take you months or years to get over yourself. So why don't you get over yourself now and like really apply for jobs? And if you know the answer is no, okay, the answer is no, you will I don't know, go to an English school and enhance your language skills, you know, improve your language, English speaking skills, if we're talking about English. I know that job searching can be very frustrating, especially if you're an immigrant. You face a lot of rejections, more rejections that a person from here, right? But I just want to really say that be very persistent, follow up. If you apply somewhere, don't be afraid to like contact job hunters directly, follow up, send them emails. They really, I think in America especially, they really think about it as a way of not being impolite, but like, wow, this person is really thirsty for an opportunity, thirsty for a job. So they will really be good workers. They will really push, when they will go an extra mile, right, when job needs to be done. So being persistent really paid off in my personal experience to find like a job. I followed up, to the point of like being kind of like annoying, but who cares? You know, you need to pay bills, you need to build your own life. If a person told you, okay, we will contact you, and they didn't contact you, like, I mean, what can you do? You just like, I mean, they said they will contact you, so you don't be afraid to follow up. You know, you don't know these people. Who gives anything F deal. The second tip I want to talk about is, of course, is your resume. It's okay, you know, sometimes like to lie about, to exaggerate, not to lie, but you know, to like elevate it a little bit in a different way, right? Like put a little bit more pigment, give it a little bit more, you know, brightness, I want to say. You don't have to, like, you know, say being in charge of 1,000 people if you have not, but you can say if you kind of like came to a very familiar experience or similar experience to like maybe managing at least one person, helping your colleague or something like that. Even like one point in your career, you can say managerial experience of being a manager, like of one person. So I don't think it kind of like counts as anything bad. They definitely will not contact your like previous employer, and it's completely fine. I think like in the United States, at one point of my career, I was helping to interview a few of the people for a certain position, and I came across so many resumes where they're, you know, full of color, full of light, like could have a picture. My own resume used to have a picture. They're like really designed, but what happens right now is headhunters receive so many applications, they run all of them through a special hire manager, HR, I don't know, like program, and to find like certain like keywords. For example, if a manager is looking for certain programs like Salesforce, Lightning, they will run your resume. They will not read it, you know, like, okay, let's read it. No, it doesn't happen like this at first. They will upload it to a special program, and if the program finds the word Salesforce Lightning, let's say, there's like, it says like, okay, we found this like keyword that you were looking for. So please read the resume. This person may be, you know, who you're looking for. So what happens if you apply a lot of fonts and a lot of colors and a lot of like design layers, the program will not be able to find it because there are so many layers of design included. So what I would recommend you to do is to delete photo, is to remove all kinds of like colors and design, and have a very classic black and white, very understandable, without any kind of design applied resume. One pager, I always say like why one pager is the best. I personally could not fit my resume in one page, so what I did, if it was the position I would apply that was not relevant to my previous experience, I would just like delete it and remove. And you can mention always during the interview that actually I've been working since but I wanted to make but I thought it's not very relatable experience to the job that I'm applying for, so I had to like remove it from the resume, and it's completely okay. Get your resume in order. There's definitely no need to do business cards. There's definitely no need to go to some kind of like job fairs. We live in the 21st century, right? There is no need to write a CV letter. Please guys, seriously, you can find a job just with your resume and your LinkedIn profile and your network. Seriously, 3 tools that you need. And because we already talked about the resume and making it like in order and updating it, right? By the way, also wanted to say that like when my boyfriend works at Zoom, and when my boyfriend applied for a Zoom job, he applied twice. The first time he was not accepted, but when he applied the second time, he kind of like redid his resume. So what he did is he went to the website of Zoom and he literally copied and pasted the sentences, like let's say job responsibilities, to do this. He would take this job responsibility and put it in his previous, pasted in his previous experience. So the system first of all could read like, oh, this person already did something similar to this, and also he could talk about it in the resume. It's not about, in the interview, it's not about like lying. It's more about of course, like I don't recommend you to take something you didn't do, but if you came across a very similar experience, if one of your colleagues was doing this at your previous job and you like kind of understand how it needs to be done, please include it. Who cares, you know? Tailor it a little bit towards the position that you want to get. Let's say if you were a personal assistant, now you want to like become, I don't know, salesperson, you can say, okay, you know, you can tailor it to sound more salesy, and that's it. But you don't have to tailor your resume for every company, every position that you apply for. Absolutely not. So once this very important step is done, what I would recommend you is to create LinkedIn profile. I know that, you know, in Russia we heard, I'll just use Russia because like this is the experience I've been through. In Russia we heard about LinkedIn back in the day, like 5 years ago. I remember like everybody's like LinkedIn, but it wasn't that important, you know. In the United States, when I came here, LinkedIn is almost like everything. It's so important. So what I would recommend you to do is to take your resume and to upload it to LinkedIn, and to upload your picture to LinkedIn, because a lot of the times when you apply right now to find a job, online form is asking you, can you please paste here the URL of your LinkedIn profile, and they can see your picture if you really want to. They can see your interest, they can see any other personal things that you want them to know. And then when you know, have your resume ready, when you have your LinkedIn profile ready, you can already network and tell your friends like, oh, by the way, can I send you my resume, you know, etc, 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 because networking, as we mention it, is very important as well. So the other thing that I wanted to tell you, I'm just like reading some of my notes, guys. Yeah, I said that I wanted to tell you 6 tips, but actually when I was reading my notes and yeah, just research companies that sponsor visas, be open to different opportunities that I wrote down, you know, like utilize online job boards and resources. don't underestimate the power of internships and volunteering. This is all very important, but now when I think about it, like, I honestly would say these 3 tips are the most important thing. First of all, be persistent, believe in yourself. The second one is your resume, and the third one is LinkedIn profile. After this, guys, you're golden. The only thing that needs to be left, just to be patient, because I know that so many of the people who've been here, who are fluent in English, you know, after the pandemic, some of the people I know that they've been looking for jobs for 6 months, 8 months, one guy even 10 months, I know. So just be patient. I would say, honestly, what I did when I was looking for a job, I would wake up and just bang out, you know, sending out my resume on LinkedIn. I use LinkedIn, I didn't use Indeed, because I personally like LinkedIn more a little bit. It's like more cleaner, it has like more cleaner interface. I would get up, I would dedicate 2 hours every day to apply for certain positions, and after that I would just like go back to my full-time job, and with like having a normal day, not thinking like, oh my god, you know, like in a panic mode, oh my god, I didn't apply for any jobs, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I need now to use time on the weekend, I need time to find like in the evening, but I'm tired in the evening. No, just like do it in the morning, apply for an hour, let's say, in the morning, and at a certain point you will just like run out of all the ads to apply to. But just like monitor every day what's out there, because the jobs get posted every day. So guys, I really I need to wrap it up. I know I said like a lot of stuff, but yeah, if you have any questions, if you do have work authorization, please let me know in the comments below what I missed. If you do not have work authorization, please, I hope my video was like helpful anyway for you. And yeah, if you're in Miami area, as I mentioned, please leave me a comment below, or let me know if you're looking for a job and you don't have a work authorization. I'll be more happy to introduce you to some of the workplaces where I went to. And yeah, thank you so much. Remember, it takes time. Be patient, it takes time. Everybody went through this. And yes, guys, thank you so much and please, if you like this video, please put a like and subscribe to my channel if you are looking for more videos like this. Thank you, guys. Bye.